Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have an Inspiron 15, the 5575 model. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your memory. So first thing, power down your computer through the start menu. Make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access your bottom case screws. Now you have a total of 11 screws on top that you need to take out. The top 3 screws that are shown by the green arrows, those screws won't actually come out of the bottom case. They stay in. You can unscrew them. They just stay inside the case. The red arrow screws will come out of the case. After you take out all of those screws, remember to take out your CD drive here. You can put a pry tool through here. Be very careful not to go too hard, because if you yank that to the left too hard, sometimes you can break it. But if you go slow, you will be able to slide that out. And then there are 2 more screws shown by the blue arrows underneath that CD drive when you take it out. After taking all those screws out, you'll take a small flat pry tool and you'll go across the seam of the bottom case and pry it apart from your palm rest. Now be very careful over here, because once you remove that CD drive, the piece of plastic that's left screwed down to the computer is very, very thin, and those are easily broken. As you're going around, it's generally best to start in one of the back corners. If you get stuck in one direction, leave it, go to the other side and continue in the other direction. Don't put your pry tool too far in. You could damage some internal components. Just keep it on the edge, go nice and slow and careful but firm, and you'll be able to get that bottom case off. Once you do, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like help with any tools or supplies for your project, as well as any replacement or upgrade parts for the Dell Inspiron 5575, there will be a link above, also below in the description, and that will be a list of all the tools and supplies I use for this computer, as well as those replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always wise to remove or at least unplug your battery. Computers are safest to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. It's held in by 4 screws, and it plugs into the motherboard right here. Now, as goes for any cables or wires in a computer, try to avoid pulling on the actual wire if at all possible. Try just to manipulate the plug. Sometimes you can damage the wires if you handle them too aggressively, and sometimes if you pull too hard, they can come right out of their plug. So with this white plug, you can get your fingernails or a pry tool on either side of that and wiggle it out of that port right there. This computer has 2 RAM ports right here near the right of my screen. You'll see these 2 green RAM sticks in them back to back. Most of you stock will have 2 4GB sticks that come with the computer. This computer takes PC4 2400T RAM, and the maximum capacity is 32 gigabytes. I will have that information below in the description if you need it to find your own replacement, but I will also include some replacement and upgrades below in that link that I told you about with all the replacement and upgrade parts. I will include a single 4GB stick in case one of these sticks goes bad and you're looking to just replace it as cheap as possible. I will also include a 16GB kit, which would be a moderate upgrade. It'll be 2 sticks of 8GB RAM. That should give you some more performance. But I will also include a 32GB kit, which will max out your RAM. It'll be 2 sticks of 16GB. The way to operate RAM, there's a spring-loaded metal arm on the top and the bottom of the RAM stick. The way to get the RAM out is you will gently pry those apart away from the RAM stick. The RAM stick will then release. Oftentimes it'll even pop up a little bit, and then you can slide it to the right out of this port and to the left out of that port. The way to get the RAM back in, if you notice on your RAM, there's a long section here that plugs in and a short section here. So you can't put the RAM in backwards or upside down. It can only go in the right way. Once you get it in there, make sure it's nice and flush. Make sure this gold section is nice and even all the way down. And then press in the center here, press down, and these arms will latch onto it and hold it in place. And I guess last thing to mention about this RAM upgrade, if you are trying to upgrade your RAM for more speed, more performance, Another thing you may want to do is upgrade your storage. You have a hard drive here for storage, but you can upgrade that to a solid state drive for faster speed and performance, or you can add a solid state drive into this port as well. I will have a video link below in the description, also up top, and it'll show you a little more about how to upgrade your storage. But that's the end of this video, how to get inside your Inspiron 15 5575 and access your memory. Thanks again so much for watching. Please remember to like and share if this helped you out, if you think it can help someone else out. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoy DIY computer content like this, or if you just want to keep me on hand to answer any of your future computer questions. I do try to answer all questions throughout my channel at least a couple times a day. Also, feel free to check out the related link section below in the description. From time to time, I do try to add things in there that I think will help you with your general computer life, make it more productive, more enjoyable. So thanks again for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.